Schlichte. I've been farming my whole life. I got 4 children. My oldest here is Nick.
Like I said, my wife's Samantha, and I got 3 kids. And a couple are going to school, and a couple are a little bit younger, not to go to school, but that's, yeah.
My wife's a school teacher too, so I thought I'd better bring that up. So she's been an art teacher at Galen Catholic for about 34 years. Got 4 children, very blessed. They all go to church. This group, it's a great family. I'm very blessed. We got a special needs child. It was a struggle for a while, and but she's a sweetheart. And
I think that helped us as a family too, having her being special needs. We all kind of had to help out and work with everybody too.
And I tell you the truth, my in-law, my son-in-law, and my daughter-in-law, they take her on, and she's nonverbal or nothing, and they just treat her like gold, you know. And it's a blessing that way. And God treated us pretty good doing for that part of it. It was a struggle, but the farm life I think helps. The grandkids coming here, like I said, we have 10 grandkids, and when they come out of Sioux Falls, they hit the door running. They tell you.
Yeah, that's where with my wife Samantha, she helps do different things and run food out and kind of help us if we need to run around a little bit. And with my 3 kids, they're always enjoying coming out and just riding the tractor, the combine, or something. They enjoy doing it all. We were brought to our attention about 3 years ago with Jeff on this whole Truterra. We sat down with a few guys and looked at what our options could be and if it would be beneficial to us in the area to start looking into this. So we didn't have a lot of information to go by or talk to people that had done it in the past. So we just thought we'd kind of try a little bit and see what happened. And it was a year-to-year lease. We weren't stuck into anything real definite. So we tried it, and so far we have not had any issues with it in the last 3 years. So we threw everything we had and was eligible for doing into the program.
Jeff Coops with the co-op does a really nice job.
Yep. Jeff, turn around, he'll call me or email if I'm getting close to my deadline, if I need to change something, if some of the paperwork's not right. Usually if something I need to do, Jeff is the main person I call and talk to on it to make sure everything's right. So, we had our meeting with Jeff and we started progressing with it after he gave us the information on what it was all about. We got together our paperwork on what we've done in the past for our soil and our yield maps and all the information analysis and stuff, and talked to him and gave him the information. We put it into a little program, which was really simple to do. And after we put in the program, we just kind of let them analyze it and tell us how kind of what we can do with it. Our practice changes have progressed throughout the last few years. After I got out of college, just in general, we've kind of transitioned more into a no-till or minimum till situation, because in the past we used to do more tillage and we've already been kind of transitioning into it. This gave us a little more of a bump to try those minimum till practices and no-till practices. So that's kind of what we're down to doing no-till and minimum till for everything.
I can get a hold of Jeff Coops at the FCS and explain your operation, and then he'll explain what you have to do to meet the guidelines to accept them, and that's what I do.
Yeah, if you don't know if you for sure can be involved in the program, you can always call up to Sioux Center, talk to Jeff, and he will tell you what you can do or what steps you need to start working towards and which program would best fit you, because there are multiple different programs and it fits different ways about your farm. So not one program fits one person exactly. And that's something we found out, is we had a couple of different fields that fell under one program, we had a couple of fields that fell under a different program, and it just kind of depends on how the soil is and what different ways it is.
I think it helps tremendously. I mean, saving on fuel, and
Truterra has really helped us, like I said before, with the whole bump on going to the minimum till and no-till situation. There's many different ways you can look into it. When you're doing the no-till, you don't have your passes across the field, so you don't have as much wear and tear, tillage equipment. You're also being a little less carbon footprint yourself by not having your tractor go across with all the extra fuel, time, and cost on the tractor and wear and tear on things. So in general, it has helped everything. You're not really, it's a year-to-year lease is what you're doing. So even if you're on the fence, whether you like to try it or not try it, you're not, I want to say, out anything, because you don't necessarily have to change all your practices. You don't have to sign up all your acres. You don't have to do anything exactly. You can turn around, talk to them, see what you could do, and sign a few acres up. We haven't had any problems with anything yet. We signed up, did all the work that it took us to analyze it, and that's all it was. We changed some of our programs a little bit just so that we benefited more on the True Terra side with our tillage and minimum till, but that was also partially our own decision to change that, and we were working towards that as well.
And it helped our operation. I'll tell you the truth, kind of speeded it up. One of the greatest accomplishments, it's just keeping farming. I mean, have a family life, and the family enjoys it, and that's what my pride was part of it, you know. So
I'd say, kind of going with that, my greatest accomplishment with being involved with the farm is going, even though I hated high school, like most kids in high school, just progressing with high school, going to college, doing it, learning different things. You're not necessarily learning about your agriculture, but you're also learning as being a person as well. So you turn around to come back and better yourself in the egg industry and be able to work with other people.
I think it kind of helps, you know, I mean, if you send these kids to college, you know, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them come right out of high school and farming, that's fine, but you know, if you go to college, I think you get an aspect of what's going on. You know, I mean, that's the way it is, you know what I mean? And he sees what other people are doing, and it wasn't for him. So I'm glad he come back.
You gotta learn both aspects of it to understand the whole spectrum.